Hey kids, good evening again, and welcome back to the lesson number 22, Yuri Gusev versus Auerbach 1946. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to attack the king. Look, this is what happened. So we have a Sicilian defense, right, and dragon defense, right? So this is called Sicilian dragon, right? Bishop wants to go to g7, and that bishop is a dragon. Bishop e2, knight e6, knight b3. So look, this is a quiet way to play this position. If you like it, you can play in your own games. f4, rook c8, and f5. And now white becomes very aggressive. So he plays move g4, right? It is an unusual move. And white wants to attack. Now, of course, white also is opening up the king, and black did not react very well here. Black played 95, and you will see he got into trouble here. And the best was, let's see from the black side a little bit, this position. Here we cannot. The best would be queen b6, right? Check, and then take like this, and then play 95. And now I see the diagonal is open, so queen could get to the diagonal and start attacking the king. That was the best way, the best defense here, right? But of course, those are very unpleasant moves, and it's always scary, right? So 95, d5, and now black had to move all the way back to g8 and 95, right? And again, black did not play the best move. How do you defend yourself, right? This pawn could move forward. So black decided to play f6, and that was a big mistake. A move like h6 would be great, right? That would open up the rook, and then white king would be in trouble, right? But after f6, bishop e3, and knight goes to d4. So there is this big hole in the black position, right? The e6, and it is around the king, so it is very dangerous at the moment. So now c3. Look how black pieces are really trapped on the last rank. And that's usually the reason why we lose the games, because we don't deploy our pieces the right way. Right? The king is really in difficult position. Knight goes to e6. So white is okay, sacrificing the pawn, right? But the problem is if the black takes, right, on e6, well, it's not easy to have a king like this, right? You could probably play more queen b3, and then all kind of discovered attacks, are happening. So that may not work very well for black king, but also this move didn't work very well. Now, knight takes on f6, very cool, right? So the attack is starting here. So let's see. You will like it from here. So I'm gonna hide the moves because I wanna ask you the questions. And here, white plays bishop h6, king g8. So what is the move you would play right now in this position for the white? Again, I cannot give you too much time, but try just to think a little bit about this position. Okay, I hope you found the move rook f6, right? So now white captures this pawn. So what is the problem here with the black position? Black has this rook on h8 that cannot get into the game. Look how it's like he wanted to make a castling, but he forgot to bring the rook to f8, right? Now, what to do with this king and the rook here? Like, it really doesn't look good. But now the most beautiful part of the game. Look, rook e6. What is the move you would play? Where do you go with a queen? Oh, if you find this move, look at the cool move. Queen e5. So the queen is sacrificed. And now the next move is rook to f1. Look at this strange position. White sacrificed the queen, but there's nothing to do. Really. Look, rook cannot move. The king cannot move. Queen cannot move because it's rook f8 down and checkmate. If the rook takes on e6, right, then bishop c4 again, and you are threatening to take bishop e6 and rook f8 checkmate, right? So black played rook c8, bishop d1, cool move, right? Bringing the bishop to b3. Now black needs to block that diagonal, right? So he wants to give the rook, of course, needs to block. Look at this position. There's nothing to do for black. It's really funny, right? What to do, right? You cannot capture the pawn. The rook f8 is always a checkmate. So it's basically a zugzwang for black, right? So black played couple of more moves here. But the question is, like if you can figure out here how to finish the game, right? Because of course, what is the winning move? You cannot play rook f8, right? So the winning idea is actually to create a pawn here that can become a queen. So b3, and look, he takes. Now you move the king, so he just doesn't want any kind of checks. And here rook f2. Look, again, the queen has to stay on this diagonal, right? And now rook e5. So again, you cannot move queen, right? Anyway, because also rook g5 is going to be a checkmate. And now look at that, just c5, c6, and c7, and the queen. There's nothing to do right now, right? You cannot take because rook f8, checkmate. What a beautiful sacrifice! Like, look at let's go back. I mean, it really starts here with a knight f6, right? This is the combination that try to analyze this a little bit on your own, right? Knight f6, right? Very cool. And then rook takes, and then this gorgeous sacrifice, positional sacrifice, right? Those are difficult moves, right, to play, but more often you see them, you'll get used to them, right? And the other thing that I would suggest, go back to the beginning, there where we had this move. I think it would be very important to study this move, right? So you can check it out a little bit with the computer, like how do you defend yourself when there's such a violent, aggressive attack, like on the king side. See, the black reacted with a queen b6, right? Queen b6, and then capturing, and then playing knight e5. So now the diagonal is open and you have a counterattack, right? So that's something that you could work on and study. So we learned here how to attack, but we also learned how to defend. Okay, I hope you enjoy this lesson, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.